Real or nah? Neurodivergent people, especially when it comes to food, this is your warning.
Oh no.
But I guarantee you, this is by far one of Foxy's favorite stories. It's the equivalent of a Three Stooges short. It is just.
Oh, that means I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. I'm not even gonna give you the title because it'll give away the whole story. So let's go ahead and just get into it.
Last night, my wife's boss from her brand new job invited us over for dinner. On the drive over, my wife reiterated many times to me just how important it was to make a good impression. I scoffed and arrogantly informed my silly wife that I always make good impressions. My wife's boss is a single lady in her 50s, so it was just the three of us. We chit-chatted over drinks and salads and seemed to really be hitting it off. She laughed at my well-timed, perfectly appropriate jokes, and my wife seemed pleased. Soon, she brought out the main course, a nice big juicy steak for each of us. As I began to cut into my steak, I was discouraged to discover how undercooked this steak was. Now, I've had my fair share of rare steak. I prefer medium, but I can handle rare. This was several minutes on a hot grill short of rare. I probably could have resuscitated the cow had I tried. Instead, I sat there fidgeting with my knife and fork, worrying about how I was going to get away with not eating this steak. Claim veganism? No, I'd already feigned great enthusiasm upon seeing the steak. Just then, our hostess excused herself to the kitchen to take care of some dessert preparations. As I looked across the fancy dining room table at the open window of this third-story apartment, a cartoon light bulb appeared over my head. I knew I had to be decisive, realizing that she could return at any moment. I committed. I grabbed the steak with my hand, gently shook off the juice, and executed a perfect throw right through the center of the open window. Here's the big-time fudge-up. The window wasn't open. It was the cleanest frickin' window you would have ever seen in your life. That is, until my mostly raw slab of steak slammed up against it and slowly slid down, leaving a trail of bloody juice in its wake. My wife, whose steak was a nice medium rare and was unaware of my predicament, turned, jaw dropped, and stared at me like I was an alien from another planet. This look then slowly morphed into more of a, "there is no place on this planet you can ever hide from me" expression of demonic anger. Oh man. My wife's boss heard the thud of the steak on window impact and came quickly. She took in the scene, the steak sitting on the windowsill, the blood trail, my empty plate, and then gave me an inquisitive, puzzled look. I just didn't know what to say. It felt like a minute of silence, but was probably 3 or 4 seconds. The best I could manage was, I'm so sorry. I'm such a klutz. I don't know. I was just cutting it and it slipped. Just ask my wife. I really am a klutz, right, honey? No help coming from that direction. I will clean this up. I can't believe this. I am so sorry, etc., etc. Both women continued to stare at me like I had escaped from the loony bin as I smeared the blood around on the window with my cloth napkin, dusted off the steak, and continued to mutter my incoherent explanation. I knew no one was buying the story. I knew what I had to do. I sheepishly returned to my seat and proceeded to eat every bite of that disgusting, cold, chewy, bloody, raw steak. I remained pretty quiet the rest of the evening. My wife's only 2 words to me since the incident are, "I'm fine." Those 2 words are never good words, sir. Update, just got the first post "I'm fine" communication from my wife via text, who is at work. Good news, boss's name, and I just had a good laugh over how much of a idiot you are. I hope you know you will never live this down. Love you, you moron.
Wow. How did he not know the window wasn't open? No window is that clean. I don't think this is real. Absolutely not. There's no way this can be real.
I want it to be real.
I want it to, but this is not real.
Hella gold. Hella's gold.
Did they know they just made? I'm like, did they really sit there like, let's watch an episode of Three Stooges? And I'd be like, could you cook this steak a little? See, I'd have been too honest. I'd have been the brutally
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
You
No,
take
that's
chicken
not
back in
honest.
the kitchen and cook it.
That's not honesty. That's just like, I'm sorry, could you cook this a little longer?
Just
That's not being mean or anything. Could you cook it a little longer? That's it. But oh God.
That sounded just like the Three Stooges.
It sounds like something the Three Stooges would do. It literally sounds like something the Three Stooges, Laurel and Hardy. It sounds like something they would
know that the
do.
window was closed? How? No window is that clean. No window is that clean. No, it doesn't exist. You can wash it with vinegar, Windex, soap. No.
And the worst it is, you didn't know how someone fight or flight would present. No, this ain't one of them, LL. No, fight or flight situation. It's a dude. Just ask for it to be cooked a little longer.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's easy. Like, I can't eat this type of steak. Could you cook this a little bit more, please?